we go. We have Constable Alan Rosen, Harris County Constable Precinct 1 with us today, as well as Shelby Hamblin with Dr. Gleem Car Wash. We're going to talk about an event that you have going on that can help some really cool kids in a second. But before we get there, this is the holiday season. There are a lot of Grinches out there that like to steal at Christmas.
There sure are,
yeah.
Unfortunately. So it's a good time for us to remind people to put their packages in the trunk, be cognizant of your surroundings when you walk out of a store, you know, make sure no one's following you out of high-end stores to, you know, steal your gifts or anything like that.
When you stop by the bank, people are watching to see who's getting cash, right?
That's correct, and they work in tandem with each other. So just be aware of your surroundings. If somebody's following you, call law enforcement, make a trip around the block if you're pulling in your home just to make sure no one's following you.
Yeah, try not to travel alone, maybe if you're doing some shopping.
Right. You just want to be on a higher plane, a higher awareness of criminal activity during this time of the year.
Because I was guilty of last night, and luckily I was with somebody else who had the same problem. We were walking around the parking lot, and I was walking so determinedly to my car. I knew I was walking to my car, only that was not my car. And so I'm like, wait, where did I park? And we're both kind of like doing this number right here, but we look like, you know, the deer in the headlights because we didn't know where we were. But that's when criminals like to pounce.
That's absolutely when they like to pounce, and that's why you've got to be aware of your surroundings and come out looking straight, looking around, and making sure that you know where you're going and what you're doing, because again, they're looking for that vulnerable person, that person that's texting or doing other things. And so this is the time of the year when they really ramp up their criminal activity.
None of us need to be victimized. No one has a right to victimize any of us, but there are times when we really help the criminal. We got to stop that. I saw looking in car windows, the point you're making, packages that were sitting there, and it's just easy for someone to bust that car window out and grab something. There are people who've done the grabs where they jump out and grab somebody's purse. Now, some women will fight you. They will fight you over that purse.
Hey, you know what? I suggest you give them your purse. Your life is certainly not worth anything that's in that purse. It's also a good time to remind people about packages. When you get your packages delivered from the various places that Cyber Monday, where you actually get your packages, get them delivered to your office, get them delivered to a neighbor that you know is retiring at home, because they're stealing packages off of porches as well. So make a plan.
All right. You are known for doing so many cool things in the community to really kind of bridge that gap between what has happened over the last several years of law enforcement versus the community. And the event that you have coming up is one of those things.
It is. And the greatest investment we can make in law enforcement is building those relationships with the community. And so every year we try to adopt kids from various elementary schools, and this year we're also giving money to Santa Maria Hostel, which is a place that helps mostly women beat addiction and other things like that. And we partner with Dr. Gleem Car Wash, who's a great partner of ours. And we raised about $15,000 last year for the women's shelter. So this year we're doing Santa Maria Hostel.
Yeah, and what's great about Santa Maria Hostel, it's one of the very few places where a woman can come in who's dealing with addiction and bring her kids. Because a lot of times they will not go into an addiction program if they have to leave their kids behind and they get kind of lost to the CPS system. So this way the family can stay together. All right, you all are great corporate citizens. So when I first met you, I think you were maybe an infant?
Yep, I was younger.
When I first moved here. All right, so why did you all decide to get involved, and what is this this kind of toy drive going to look like?
Well, we've been doing the toy drive for about 20 years now, and about 4 years ago we partnered with Precinct One, and man, we just took it to a whole nother level with the toys and the money that was coming in. So we've been able to make a larger impact with Alan Rosen and the captain, which is a great team that we've been able to do a lot of good with. So we're excited to see what's going to happen on Wednesday.
Yeah, so on Wednesday people can come in to bring a toy,
yes,
right?
Ma'am.
I heard there's going to be some food involved.
There'll be food, absolutely. So bring a toy worth $20 or more. You get a free car wash and a brisket sandwich, so there's going to be plenty of food. People can come, and we're giving away some food. So this is all part about giving back. And it actually warms our hearts more to give back than taking.
Yeah, so. We were talking earlier during the commercial break that it should be a crime that a child wakes up on Christmas morning and there's nothing there under the tree.
I think you should patent that.
Yeah, right, there you go. Right? And to me, I would think that when a toy comes from, well, of course it's from Santa. Santa has asked us to help. That's what this toy drive is about.
Partnered with Santa.
When it comes from somebody who doesn't even know you, it instills in you, I think, a sense that things are going to be okay. If you have a community that can wrap their arms around you, it does such great things. So you're part of this Christmas toy drive. You are Jewish.
I am. So it's Hanukkah Harry.
Yeah, Hanukkah Harry for you, right? But the cool thing about that is for you is you look at, across almost all the religions, it's about neighbors helping neighbors and kindness, right?
It is. And you know what? That's what's the most unique part of it, is that everyday citizens coming forward to give back. I mean, these people that are coming to the car wash and giving that $20 toy is them giving back.
Yeah.
And they know it's going to a good cause. The people, just like you said, the families that are in need at Santa Maria are large. It's huge. And this is just your small way of giving back. And I think all of us as human beings should be doing what we can to give back to other human beings.
Yeah. All right, tell us what else is going on in terms of law enforcement and working with the youth. I know you have that program as well.
We did. We had our Teen Summit 2 weekends ago. We had about 800 kids. It was the best one. We had an artist come and do a painting for us with a law enforcement officer and another kid with their backs, and it wrote underneath, "I got your back." And so again, I don't think there's any greater investment that we can make as law enforcement than bonding with the community that we serve. And I think that breaks down the barriers. It enables dialogue. And I think it fosters the kind of relationship that's going to, if something bad happens, there'll be a way to dialogue with the community, because you know the community.
Yeah.
And I focus particularly on kids.
Yeah.
Because I believe that they're our future, and if we don't invest in them, our future won't look as bright.
All right, you went from lawyer to law enforcement, right? So you went to law school, right?
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
What made you decide to go into actual law enforcement?
Law enforcement was something, it's truly a calling. People don't get into law enforcement for money. They get into it because they're goal-oriented, mission-oriented, and they want to help people. And so for me, it was very important to me that I give back and take care of our fellow human beings. It's similar to military people. They go, they serve, they protect. And, for me, it's probably the greatest thing I'll ever do in my life is doing what I'm doing right now, serving the public.
All right.
I don't get any greater satisfaction. I don't hit the snooze button in the morning.
Wow, that's saying a lot.
I get up with a mission, and I'm just fortunate to serve.
Thank you very much. Thank you all for taking part as well. The Harris County Constable Precinct 1 Toy Drive takes place tomorrow at the Dr. Gleem Car Wash from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. For more information, visit pct1constable.net. Remember, you drop off that toy, you can put a smile on a child's face, you get your car washed, and you get a barbecue sandwich. Okay, that's a win-win and a win. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a great day.